Hello! Okay, guys, I said I was gonna do it. It's time to rip up this album. So, I have not fully formed my thoughts on how exactly I'm doing this with every album, but for this one, we're starting with setting up my bullet journal. Yeah, I'm going to use this album for my bullet journal. If you are new here, which as of recording this is only my third episode, so technically everyone is new here. So let me introduce everyone that I know should be on the channel. There could be a few extras past this, but I'm Heidi. My husband's named Isaac, and our oldest daughter is named Angie, and all three of us are obsessed with K-pop. It all started with, of course, BTS. Though both Angie and Isaac would like you guys to know that technically it probably actually started with Psy, because we all remember when Gangnam Style came out. So, you know, if you want to say Psy or BTS, that's up to you. But when we really knew what K-pop was when James Corden interviewed BTS in the carpool karaoke. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually pretty nerve-wracking ripping up the pictures for the first time. I knew I could do it, but like I sat down and was like, Army, don't hate me, I'm doing this. So I took their group photo and I ripped it up, and then I put it by each of their signatures, which I am loving the signatures in the latest album. I don't know what it is about it that I love. I'll try to do a journal flip through of past stuff that I did, because I actually added their signatures to one of my spreads earlier this year when I saw the album. Anyway, I'll just have to film it later. But here we go. There's June's cover page, and I really like it. Okay, so let's just start with, oh my goodness, Suga's pictures for this album were amazing. Like, seriously, so good. All right, so if you're wondering on the bullet journal side what I'm doing, I'm making a spread for my husband's work times for the whole month. So I just do this every month. I set it up, and yeah, so that's what this is. I could not get my dates right this whole video. I kept messing up. I was like, what the heck? Why is it when I'm filming I can't even write in my dates correctly? But that's okay. We will survive. So you might notice over time that one of my favorite things is to do this whole smudging the pencil around like boxes and stuff to make them look like they're lifting off the page. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. I think it adds just a nice touch to everything that I'm making that's not really hard to do, right? Like, sometimes you just need simple things. And yes, I am loving that picture. It looks amazing. Yay, second page done. Funny story. So my original really knowing who BTS was actually isn't the car karaoke. That's when it was confirmed I knew who they were. But actually the first time that I ever heard of BTS was me using a hashtag as a photographer. So Isaac and I used to be photographers, and back in the day using hashtags like behind the scenes and stuff like that, which that shortened is BTS, by the way, if you didn't know. But I go on there to use the hashtag, and I was like, what in the world? Why is this hashtag so taken over by these random guys? Like, who said they could take this hashtag over? Anyway, lo and behold, I don't know if it was that year. I don't even know if it was like the month after or like 6 months after, but it had to have been pretty quickly after. I see these beautiful boys with James Corden, and their name is BTS, and I was like, oh my gosh, this explains the hashtag incident. Anyway, I thought that was a funny story. So technically the first memory of them was me being like, excuse me, sir, you just took over a hashtag and that's not cool, man. So the pages you just saw me create was my knitting spread, which I put in, I think, every single month. I am midway through making socks. Like I made a sock last month, but I need to film a video for the second sock, so I haven't actually finished that pair of socks. So I have that all set up. That's what I do. If I haven't finished a project and I need to, normally I just move it forward into whatever month I'm working on. And then I initially wasn't sure if I was going to end up using all 7 members like on a separate page, but once I got the weekly spreads in that like Jimin and JK are on, I was like, you know what? I actually could pull off doing 7 different spreads. So that is what happened. And I'm really, really glad I did that. I've been using the first week, this last week, and I really had so much fun, like flipping through and being like, oh, hello, beautiful boys, or men. They're men. What am I saying, guys? Hello, beautiful men. You guys are wonderful. So anyway, so this is me. I finally was like, okay, I can do all of them. I got RM and I got Jin, and I was very happy about that, getting them in. And it was really weird. One thing I had keep happening is making sure that when I cut up one member's page is that I did need another member's page, is that I definitely needed to make sure I had their picture on another page. That was probably the biggest issue I had with this, was just making sure. And it wasn't that big issue because honestly there's so many pictures of them, but just making sure there was enough pictures to go around to do everything I needed to do. All right, guys, so here it is, the full flip through of my June setup and ripping apart my first K-pop album. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you're tempted to do it, you totally should. This was actually really fun, and I know I'm only like a week into June, or a little over a week at this point, but it is totally worth. This has been so fun to do and have them just on my daily pages. Like, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel after doing this. I was like, oh my gosh, am I gonna regret that I did this? But no, I 100% love that I did this. And now I gotta decide what my next spread is gonna be. I have a feeling I might be doing one of the members. I don't know. I'm not gonna commit to anything. So here you go. Thanks for watching.